Hello again and welcome to my channel. I'm so thankful that you're here watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. And if you're new to the channel, a very warm and special welcome. This channel is about all things spiritual and religious, and we look at a number of spiritual movements throughout history and the people who promoted them. So if you're interested in those topics, I hope you'll leave me your comments and your questions. I do my very best to answer them. And also, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Today, I'm speaking about the ancient religion of India called Jainism, traditionally known as Jain Dharma. And like all religions, Jainism is divided into factions with different traditions, texts, and points of view. The religion actually has between 4 and 5 million followers called Jains, and most of them reside in India, but Jains are also found in Europe and the Americas. Jain Theology consists of 3 or 4 basic principles, and people take 5 vows. More about those in just a minute. According to Jain teaching, our universe is made of 6 eternal substances: souls, matter, the principle of motion, the principle of rest, time, and space. They also teach the existence of good karma and bad karma, which in the form of particles attach themselves to the soul and create bondage for it. Now, each soul is made up of 3 qualities: consciousness, bliss, and vibrational energy. And it's this energy that draws the karmic particles to the soul, which then enclose it. Karma, as in the other Indian religions, is the law of universal cause and effect. It's only in Jainism, however, that karma is seen as a substance which actually attaches to the soul, and it travels with it from lifetime to lifetime, from one incarnation to the next incarnation as the soul reincarnates. So obviously, reincarnation then is one of the beliefs of this faith. The soul exists in a material body, and it entirely fills the body. And the karma then either adds merit or demerit to the soul. Jain philosophy states that each soul passes through 8,400,000 birth-death cycles, going through 5 types of bodies: earth bodies, water bodies, fire bodies, air bodies, and vegetable lives, constantly changing. And because of this, harming any form of life is a sin, and it produces negative karma. Souls traveling through the life cycles called samsara, can either evolve to a higher state or regress depending on their karma. Souls that commit intentional and shockingly evil acts then can never be liberated. These souls that do not reach, the souls though that do reach liberation, have then moved beyond the life cycles, and such a soul is omniscient and will remain so eternally. Well, Jains teach that a soul can be purified and reach liberation through the path of the 4 jewels. And these are the 4 jewels: correct view. Correct view means faith, and acceptance of the truth of the soul. So what is taught about the soul? Jains don't believe this has to be proven, that this is self-evident. The second jewel is correct knowledge, undoubting knowledge of the teachings. So learning the Jain teachings and believing them without doubt. The third jewel is correct conduct, and that is behavior consistent with the 5 vows. I'll go over those vows, I promise, just a minute. And the fourth jewel is correct asceticism, belief and practice of ascetic lifestyle practices. So those are the 4 jewels. And performing them, living them out, helps a soul to reach eventually liberation. So what are the 5 vows? The first one is intentional nonviolence or non-injury. This is the highest ethical duty of the Jain, to cause no harm to any other human being, as well as anything alive, all living beings, particularly though animals. So this is the most well-known thing about the Jain religion. The second vow is truth, never to lie or speak something that's not true, and not to encourage anyone else to lie or speak the untruth. The third one is not stealing, to not take anything from another person that is not willingly given. The fourth one is celibacy. So for the monks and nuns, this is complete abstinence from sex or any pleasurable sensual activity. And for lay persons, for the married, it means chastity and faithfulness to one's partner. And the fifth vow is non-possessiveness. So you do not become attached to material or psychological possessions. Avoid craving or greed. Rare in the modern age, but practiced by monks and nuns traditionally, was the vow of a religious death. And that was a ritual observed at the end of life. It was the voluntary and the gradual reduction of food and liquid, the intake of food and water, to end one's life by choice. Asceticism plays a part in the Jain's lifestyle, and there are both outer and inner ascetic practices, 6 of each. So the 6 outer practices include complete fasting, or eating a limited amount of food, or eating restricted items, abstaining from tasty foods, mortifying the flesh, and avoiding temptation. So those were the things that you did on the outside. Inner practices were making reparations for wrongdoing, atoning for things you had done wrong. Confession, respecting and assisting the nuns and the monks. Studying, meditation, and ignoring your bodily wants, the things that your body craves, so that you become detached from it. The purpose of these is to control desires and purify the soul. I'm going to go into the details of some of these practices a bit more in a future video. Now, the Jains believe that the universe was not created and that it will exist forever. It is independent, having no creator, judge, or destroyer. And this is definitely not like the Abrahamic religions of Western culture. Well, this video has been just an introduction into Jainism and a peek at their worldview. In the future, I'll go more deeply into some of their lifestyle choices of this ancient, perhaps one of the most ancient and longest practiced religions of the world, and their unique beliefs. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and join with me next time. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support of this channel. And please, until I speak with you again, be safe and well. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.